Now, sitting to my left is Buddy Bell, and Buddy was also a participant in the Gay Liberation Network contingent on Gay Pride Sunday on June 29th. And I would like to ask him for his impressions of our contingent, what he thought we may have accomplished, particularly with our banner that covered up the bigots.
Well, I think we did, with our banner that covered up the bigots, which viewers saw those pictures earlier, it invoked a lot of responses from the community, and one person that talked to me said that it was something that totally changed the whole dynamic of that corner. Before we were there, people were very affected by all of the signs and taunting from the bigots. When we were dividing them and the rest of the march, there was some people who didn't even know that they were there, so it was sort of it blocked them out totally for those people. And for the fascists themselves, it invoked a lot of frustration. I just wanted to talk about some of my personal interchanges with some of the bigots. They said things to me like, when we first got up there, someone got in my face and was saying, ain't this great, and you couldn't do this in any other country, and sort of just walked away before I could say anything. But I was thinking, well, there are some other countries, not a lot of countries you couldn't, but certainly this country is not the easiest place to do it. One of the persons tried to shake my hand and act like he was a supporter, but when I didn't shake his hand because I was holding the sign, he said that our sign right there, anti-gay hate not welcome here, was the most intolerant sign he's ever seen. So sort of the bigots are trying to paint themselves as the victims of our action, similar to the way that people who advocate for affirmative action and things like that are painted as racist against the dominant white race.
I think it's important to underscore something that you said, that there's no equal sign between what the bigots say and what we say. I mean, we are the oppressed group here. We're the recipients of anti-gay hate, and they and some others like Peter LaBarbera and the Illinois Family Institute, a lot of these right-wing groups are now saying that, as Buddy indicated, they're the victims, that their religious freedoms are being restricted. What's being restricted, or what we're trying to restrict, is their ability to discriminate. That's what they really want to do, and we think it's a matter of equal rights for lesbian and gay people. They can believe any damn thing they want to, but we don't want them to be able to put their beliefs into action to discriminate.
And similarly, one of the things that they say is that people choose to be gay or they choose to be lesbian, and with all the taunts with people who got behind our sign, who some of them were in our group, or some people just passing by got between our sign and the bigots and sort of yelled at them, kind of had an exchange. And personally behind me, I heard one of the bigots saying, to a lesbian that you are a lesbian because no man would want you, which is totally a contradiction to their claim that you choose to be gay. This person is taunting one of my friends who, saying that she, even though she doesn't choose to be lesbian, apparently, by what he said, she'll still go to hell, which is basically the definition of bigotry, and they try to deflect from that by saying that it's a choice and it's not something innate, but then there are several people that think it is innate and you still are doomed. So it's something that they've tried to say that it's a choice so that they are not seen as saying that we are doomed to hell by no fault of our own. It is our fault and we're going to hell.
Yeah, well, also, if they say it's a choice, then they can deny us civil rights, because they would say, unlike African Americans, being gay or lesbian is a choice, and so you don't have to do it, and so therefore you're not entitled to civil rights protections. I happen to believe that I was born this way and that I've always been gay. But whether that's true or whether there is some element of choice, people have a right, to express their sexuality in ways that they see fit. And so whether it's a choice or whether there's an element of genetics, that has yet to be determined. But either way, people have their rights. The other thing that we did in our contingent that I wanted to point out, and there was a picture of this, one of the slides showed this, we had another banner that we carried during the entire length of the parade that said, "California, here we come." And this was our way of affirming the victory for marriage equality in California that was ordered there by the state Supreme Court, and that followed a lot of action on the part of gays and lesbians and our allies, like Mayor Gavin Newsom of San Francisco, in agitating for equality. And we wanted to celebrate that event, the marriages that have been taking place in California, and to press for marriage equality right here in Illinois. We don't want to settle for second-class civil unions or domestic partnerships. We want full marriage equality right here in Illinois.
One of the frustrating things about the parade is that we have floats that politicians pay for. They're always in the parade, even when they don't vote in favor of bills that would bring gay marriage to Illinois, or they don't push for those bills, and so it's another critique that our organization has of the parade, that it's too willing to sort of bend over backwards for the politicians who don't necessarily support us 100%.